I can already tell like my voice is going to have problems with this. I'm trying not to talk as loud because I'm still like sick, but I can't contain the excitement of the polish. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I was a little bit under the weather for the past week, so if I get a little bit coughy and a little bit raspy, I apologize. Now I'm finally feeling better to sit down and talk to you guys about the rest of the Kandee Johnson collection. Remember how I talked about this like probably 3 weeks now? I had started reviewing the Kandee Johnson collection that was the collaboration with Sinful Colors, and in that video I mentioned, oh, so there's a second part to this video and I'll do that soon. Fast forward 3 weeks later and here we are. So we are finally doing the second half of the Kandee Johnson / Sinful Colors collaboration, and I'm really excited. So I must amend some words that I spoke in the part 1 to this review, which I will link down below in case you missed it. In that review, I had mentioned that it was like I was gonna split up the polishes between the Sinful Colors and the Sinful Shine. Now apparently these are not Sinful Shine. It's understandable why I mistook these for Sinful Shine because they're in the Sinful Shine packaging. So I just assumed these were Sinful Shine, but on closer inspection, they're actually not. If you look at them really close, they actually say Sinful Colors, they don't say Sinful Shine. But this is the second part of the Kandee Johnson collection, so I believe this is like vintage anime or something like that. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's called, but these are basically all the glitter toppers that came with the Sinful Colors Kandee Johnson collaboration, and some of them, there are some creams in here too, but the majority of them are the glitter toppers. Now I do worry that these polishes might not be that easy to find. I know that they're slowly pulling them out of Walgreens. I was able to find this collection in particular at my Walgreens still. I can't find the vintage mattes anymore. They're definitely all gone, but I did hear through the grapevine that they will be showing up in Walmart if they're not there already, and Big Lots. So they're still available, but for a very short time. I think Kandee mentioned on her Instagram, I think it was on her Instagram, or it could have been Snapchat, that they're not going to be available much longer. So definitely get your paws on them if you are interested in them, because I don't think they're gonna be around much longer. Since they're almost on their way out the door, I thought it was the great time to do a review of them because everyone knows I'm nothing but topical. So very, very relevant with this review today, but I feel like I've got some good points. I can already tell like my voice is going to have problems with this. I'm trying not to talk as loud because I'm still like sick, but I can't contain the excitement of the polish. So this first polish that I have to talk about from the Kandee Johnson Sinful Colors collaboration is Kanfetti. This actually goes along with the vintage matte collection. So this is a really cute glitter. Like, I will give props, it's adorable. You've got matte glitters and there's a couple of like, pretty sure they're iridescent glitters in there as well. I was actually not that impressed with this. My particular bottle was really, really base heavy, and that's what I've noticed with some of these glitters from Sinful Colors. They're really, really base heavy, and like there's really sparse glitters and it just doesn't work that well. So I really wasn't impressed with this particular polish. I'm actually probably, when I get to Sinful Colors, I will probably de-stash this one just because it didn't do it enough for me. There wasn't enough glitter payoff and the base was just too much. So it's super cute, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, too base heavy, like I didn't purchase the entire vintage anime collection. I just kind of picked and choose the ones that I wanted. And I actually ended up picking 3 basic types of polish. I bought the shimmers, I bought the holographic glitters, and I bought the iridescent toppers. So let's talk about the iridescent toppers first. One of them is called Digital Dreams, which is a clear-based iridescent topper. Beautiful iridescent glitters in there in various sizes. Really gives it a really gorgeous kind of frosted cupcake look. Awesome. The other iridescent topper is Kandee Pink, and this one is basically the same thing as Digital Dreams, except you're in a pink jelly base. Now, the reason I'm going to talk about both of these polishes at the same time is because for me, they're nearly identical. So the way I like to wear these iridescent toppers is on a black polish. I feel like it really brings out the iridescent glitters in there. It really gives it that nice blue-green shift that is just so incredibly cool. And they look exactly identical on a black polish. And their performance was absolutely identical as well. A really nice balance of base and glitter in this polish. I didn't find it to be too base heavy. There was tons of glitter in one swoop. So I really appreciated the formulas of both of these. I just think they're a little bit redundant. The only time I actually noticed these were different polishes was when I put them on white. On the white base coat, this one definitely came out to the pink. Like you could see it as kind of a pinky shade to it, but it was a very light, like ballet slipper type pink. It's not like in your face bubblegum pink like you see in this bottle. I would say about both of these polishes, while they do have really good formulas and they're fantastic iridescent glitter toppers, you probably don't need both of them. The next glitter we're going to be talking about are the holographic glitters. So there were 3 in this collection with Kandee Johnson. We have Rock Candy, which is a kind of lilac-y pink based holographic glitter. There are metallic glitters and some holographic glitters all in a clear base. Super sparkly, really fun. There's also Urban Magic, which is the same principle. It's a silver holographic glitter polish, all kind of jumbling around in a clear base. The last holographic glitter is Heart of Gold. And so here, as you can tell, it is a gold-based glitter polish. There's some gold metallic glitters and then some gold holographic glitters as well. Now the performance on all 3 of these glitter polishes are fantastic. I really appreciated the formulas on these glitters. They had a really nice balance between the base and the glitter. There wasn't too much glitter, there wasn't too much base. It was really nice because you could actually use it as a topper, or you could build it up to get opaque coverage. I think if you wanted to get these completely opaque, which I think you totally can, you will need to do like a brush slash sponging technique where you do a couple of layers of brushing and then you sponge on some layers, and you might need to like touch it up in some spots. But I truly do believe that you could get these completely opaque on their own. Now, I really liked these glitter polishes because they really reminded me of some of the holographic glitters we saw from OPI in the winter. Urban Magic, I feel like, is really similar to Champagne for Breakfast from OPI. It's ridiculous how close they are in formula and color and performance and the way they look when they're on the nail. They're absolutely identical to one another, which is actually kind of cool that you can have like this Sinful color for like, what, $3 versus like the $10 or $12 you would pay for full priced OPI. And the same kind of goes for Sunrise Bedtime from OPI. This is that pink holographic glitter, which is again, very similar to the Sinful colors one. The only difference is Rock Candy is like purple, almost like a lavender kind of color, and the Sunrise Bedtime is definitely more pink. I really liked these. Mainly, I just loved the price tag on these. They're so affordable, yet they're so comparable to OPI. So awesome. These are awesome. So the last 3 from the Kandee Johnson Sinful Colors collab are like 3 shimmers. So these were the 3 that I saw in that collection that were kind of unique. I didn't have anything quite like it in my collection as of yet. So I grabbed them and I actually really like these. So we're gonna start with this green mint one first. This one's called Flip Tease and it's gorgeous. It's that same kind of minty green color that they had in the mint chocolate chip, except this one has like tons of like an iridescent shimmer running through it, and the formula is so nice on this one. The first coat was a little alarming for me because it was really sheer, and I'm like, oh great, here we go, this is gonna be 3 coats and I'm gonna be annoyed because I hate doing 3 coats. But the second application was really impressive. It just went flawlessly across my nail, which was awesome, and it dried really quickly, which I really appreciated. And when it dried, you could still see that shimmer popping through really nicely. So I actually really like this one. 2 thumbs way up for this one. I thought it was awesome. The next one, which is a huge favorite, is Kiss Goodnight. This is a beautiful light periwinkle blue with again that kind of iridescent shimmer running through it. This one for me is like what Bikini Sotini should be. When you look at Bikini Sotini in the bottle, it's like this really beautiful purple, and there's a little hint of a shimmer in there, but that shimmer is just not quite strong enough. I feel like this is like what I would want Bikini Sotini to be. This one, just like Flip Tease, had a really sheer like first application, which I was really sad about. But just like Flip Tease, things definitely turned around in that second coat. Full, complete, even coverage, really dries super, super quickly, and you'd get plenty of that like shimmer payoff running in there, so you can see that shimmer really, really dramatically, which I appreciated. Both of them definitely benefit from a top coat, just to kind of bring out that sparkle a little bit more and just to give it a really nice big glossy shine, which I absolutely love. I liked both of these a whole lot, and I think they're gonna be so cute for the spring and summer. Like, I'm so excited. I love these colors so much. And then the last one that I have from the Kandee Johnson collection is called Blueberry Hot Rod, and this one is so pretty. I was actually quite impressed with how much I like this one because I kind of picked it up on a whim. I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's kind of this pretty like sapphire blue with like tons of shimmer in there that make it really, really kind of shift from a purple to like almost like a silvery kind of color. It's very, very odd, very, very interesting. I was very hesitant about this one at first because it just looked really, really sheer in the bottle, and I was immediately turned off by that. I'm like, ugh, I just don't like sheer polishes, but this one actually builds up really, really nicely. So the first coat is definitely very, very sheer. However, you do get a really nice payoff of glitter in there, so I'm like, okay, maybe this is worth it. But it actually dries really, really fast, which I greatly appreciated because this polish took up to 3 coats to get completely opaque. Now, you could argue that some people might be fine with a second coat, so long as they're okay seeing that nail line. With my nails being the length that they are, it just kind of sticks out to me like a sore thumb when I can see the nail line. So I went ahead and did a 3rd coat, but it really wasn't that big of a deal because this one does dry really, really quickly, which is awesome because since you have to apply so many coats, you want that process to go as quickly as possible. And this one is probably one of the more fast drying polishes from this collection. So I really appreciated that a lot. And it looks really, really nice on the nails. I'm super excited to wear this one on my toes. Like, I love wearing like super shiny, sparkly, glitzy, catch the light perfectly on my toes because I love it. I just love to look down and see like geodes and sparkles and wonderfulness on my toes. So I'm excited to try this one out on my toes. It did stain my fingernails just a wee bit. I mean, just a little bit. I mean, I'm still wearing a base coat, but I noticed a little bit of a, oh, there's a little bit of a tint there. So be careful with this one. It may be a little bit of a stainer, but it depends on your nails and it depends on your base coat, but just be aware, be forewarned. We might have some Smurf staining over here, so just be prepared. And that's it. Those are all the Kandee Johnsons. I'm so proud of myself that I actually got this review out before they're all disappeared off the face of the earth. And what did we think? Out of the entire set, like both, including the vintage matte and the vintage anime, which polishes were your favorite? I think for me personally, I loved the matte polishes, like the cream mattes. Those were amazing. I mean, there are some fun glitters in here, but seriously, my heart has been stolen by those matte polishes. Like, hands down, those are the best out of this entire collection. But what do you guys think? As usual, I am dying to know, so let me know in the comment section down below. But that is my video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure and subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!